So, most of you know who I am, all of you, because that's why we're doing this. Anyways, my name is Bryant Sanchez. My background is business, investments, real estate, creative writing is my degree in college, and soon will be a master's degree in nutrition. And let's see, overall adventure, exercise, student, a man of many trades, master of none of them. Anyways, my piece is called Vocational Training in the Art of Eye Contact, a mandatory curriculum for humans. Eyes reflect each other's mind sky. There is a silence in your eyes. A sadness controls the muscles in your face. It reads like a book. Know that whatever you want wants you back and is already what you want it to become. It's searching for you. You just need to figure out what you want. Eye contact can be dramatically misdiagnosed. Feelings are mislabeled words, then the two dance in rumination till they are learned. We define words with words that we define, and somewhere along the way, our feelings get intertwined. If the intention is clear, then you must fully let go to enjoy the subject of that intention. Impossible it seems because that intention is the only reason for it being. Abstract concepts tend to be interdependent of each other, feelings and words. The slightest of all angles can be opposed, though close now they are the same distance away from their starting point then as if they initially went off in exact opposite directions. Similar paths can lack the experience of two vastly different ones. In other words, looking away might have more grace instead of staring to the side of one's face. Our eyes are waves in a single ocean. We are all fed by that ocean. Do you think there are gaps in eternity? You can't have half of a wave. But what does it look like to observe half of one? Or is every look complete? You can have two waves merge, stretched entities of the same energy. My journals are for you to read alone when you are at your loneliest. Sit in my moment for as long as it takes to feel the suffering. I amalgamate my suffering with you. I pity your view. A cheeky grin distracts my vision, then light deflects towards the middle of the room. I computed when to pull away, yet I still think it was too soon. Then back too quick. I assumed you did the same too. Be impeccable with your words and never assume anything. A string of light attached to my heart disrupts those virtues. It flickers as I'm trying to hold the line. I can't remember the shade as it fades to chrysanthemum. I'm caught up with thought. We often are. Robbed of the moment once, twice, spinning in infinity, then lost, like quantum foam. It returns once you forget about it, as the moon does by dragging sunlight earthside. The moon never grants permission to access time through what's presumed. See what you can make of those last two lines. Wait till after you read what I sent you. Then look me in the eye and tell me 10% of what you see. The mind can fill in the other 90. Decipher what's real. I saw red out of the corner through a dark alley. It was you. You exist as red from my point of view depending on mood. One last look with empirical boundaries, such a sharp angle to turn your head the way you did. Effort despite the impending goodbye. Scary word, impending. Could easily be impending good. Once aware, isn't all impending data eventually good? The emotion is a product of the white, just before the chrysanthemum, then the white again. You know the white in a puppy's eye is what makes its face so whimsical? Puppy dog face. My heart finally recognized your eyes' dialect. A goodbye grin is all I had left. The neurons suggested think quick. Plasticity is slow, slower than one might hope. We seem to neglect that. It is quicker than the damage that caused the mess. A surprise from first glance to the last. Uncertainty is a surprise. Surprise sounds fun. Funny how words get disguised like fear with hope. I don't need vision anymore. Something else controls my breath, intended and autonomous. There is no confusion about the intention, even when cloaked by fear. Still, I can never let go, so I can never have you. How do you let go when everything is shrieking not to? I guess everything is keeping you on track. You are me desperately looking at me, trying to decipher the data that I need, like a dramatic movie scene before the bomb goes beep. In this case, eye contact was everything. Believe you fucking me, its gravity holds so much energy that at times the connection can only be brief because the system will soon overheat. I choose soft and supple. Come sit in my cell, sad, scared, alone, everything I need. I beg you not to go. I know you must for me to grow. You looked away and I looked down. As I walked around shopping for groceries, I looked down. I'm caught with this grief. I cry for myself. I try hard to change that. My diffidently eyes scan the scene, pleading for relief as I try to hold off uncertainty. When you looked into those eyes the last time, what did you think you'd see? Something moving in a direction away, like dark energy pulling the universe apart, away, then turned and, like in space, illuminated but blank. It's directional. Can sight move freely around obstruction? If it's bent, it can. It's called gravitational lensing. Celestial bodies directing our path. Did I say our path? Oh, my bad. I meant directing light's path. Sharpen and place the saw, then patiently let its direction and weight do the work, like angular momentum that dictates a celestial body's spin at conception. If the direction was altered from the beginning, then things might be different, but it wasn't. Once you tinker with it, they become mandatory lessons, twin-state photons, particles that affect each other instantaneously, no matter the distance, even at billions of light years apart. Information traveling independent of speed. It was never up to me. I remember an infinitely, slightly different version every time I remember. Folding in neurotransmitters to recreate the feeling, then slightly adjusting that feeling every recollection of it. You're only capable of what you're capable of when you're capable of it. That means each time I remember that stare, I change the past with input from the present. Am I ruining it or sculpting into what it was always meant to be and is? Maybe the stare is the same and I change the past and present around it. Maybe the present is an ever-evolving moment that is shaped by the future and the past no longer exists. I tend to believe the past, present, and future travel through space as a single package, as particles and waves. Sound familiar? Capture time in a glass box, see it bouncing off the walls of a crystal square, trying to escape. The look you gave me lives on its own, released from the shackles of its human home, screaming through space like a neutrino, referred to as the ghostly particle because it's too shy to interact with matter. Don't tie it to the journals. Don't tie it to journals. Don't tie it to journal entries. Information takes up a different form than matter. It exists everywhere all at once. Our wordy translations terribly distort it. Don't tie it to self-pity. Watch it from outside that glass box, which is a glass box in of itself. Is time so clumsy that it lazily wraps back around on itself, unable to straighten out over the boundlessness of the universe? Seems like a waste of space. I couldn't digest myself whole, as that type of meal debilitates the snake, and it must hide or easily become prey. I had to tear myself into tiny pieces and slowly chew them down to the bone in order to find myself while maintaining relationships. Fucking hurt, but a new feeling of the relationship with the world was born. Maybe reincarnation is a practice that's constantly being adorned. Without it, I wouldn't be here now. I think you know where my mind's eye resides, annexed to the surface of a glistening sea, teetering reflections till one day released. I was wrong. I often am. Those eyes will always confuse me. They seem more like a door than a window, opaque. In between blinks, I capture a thought. All eyes, all the time, like a mirror aimed at a mirror. Perhaps the magic is solely just being aware and continue to stare into you, the mirror. We are all just mirrors.